Hey guys, I'm Dave, and I want to tell you a story that brings us back to the early 90s. I was in Bible college in Minneapolis, and I was sitting in class. My first class was Greek class, and I had another couple classes after that. And it was one of those mornings where, you like to think of you like to remember those mornings when you're all like fresh and showered and you go to class all like, looking good and smelling good. It was not one of those mornings. I went to Greek class. I had just rolled out of bed, went in with nappy head, and I was like, I hadn't shaved in a few days, and I just felt gross. Didn't use deodorant. It was one of those mornings, where that feeling like when it feels like you've been chewing on a tennis ball and now your teeth have these little sweaters on them. It was like that. I was just feeling gross, and I'm sitting in the back of Greek class, and I'm like, I've gotta shower after class. Now, my Greek class was at 7. My next class started at 8, but Greek class got out at 7:50. So I had 10 minutes between Greek class and whatever class came next. But like around 7:40, I started thinking, you know what? I think I can get a shower in between my Greek class and my next class. And I started playing the scenario in my mind, like, I really think I can do this. I can run across the Skyway, get to the men's dorm, run up the stairs, and I just started rehearsing it, and I can get to my class completely undressed, start brushing my teeth as I'm running to the community bathroom on 4 West, and I can be brushing my teeth, and I'm just thinking about all these ways that I can redeem the time. I can take a shower, I can be done, I can wash my hair, and that's what I did. I'm just rehearsing it in my mind over and over and over, and then the time came where class ends. He dismisses actually a minute late, so I only had 9 minutes, and so I'm like, I got this. And so I start run across the Skyway, run up the stairs as I'm taking my clothes off. I get to 4 West, get to my room, I'm completely undressed, grab a towel, throw it around me. I'm brushing my teeth as I'm running to the bathroom, and take a shower, wash my hair, blah, 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 deodorant, get clothed. And I'm like, I still have time to run downstairs all the way to the basement where the cafeteria was. And I think I have time to grab breakfast before my 8 o'clock class. So I run down to the cafeteria, grab an apple, run to my next class, and I made it in time for my 8 o'clock class. And the funny thing is, I did all that in 9 minutes. And the funny thing is, like every morning after that I thought, like, how much time do I need to get ready in the morning? I would think, I only need 10 minutes because I can do a whole bunch in 9 minutes. Like 10 minutes is great. And you know what's the funny thing? After that, I could never accomplish that much in 10 minutes like I did that one morning. And I learned a lesson from that, if I'm just rolling out of bed, I'd hit the snooze and I'm like, I don't have to wake up a half hour early. I only need 10 minutes. And then 10 minutes prior to when I needed to be there rolled around. I was like, I don't have time to take a shower. Why? Because I didn't rehearse it in my mind. I wasn't thinking accurately. I wasn't doing what 1 Peter 1 says, which is prepare your minds for action. So because that one Greek class, I was preparing my mind for action, I was able to accomplish it. But every morning after that, when I'd be like, just roll out of bed and hope I could get the same amount done in 10 minutes. It never worked because I wasn't preparing my mind for action. So when you think about what if scenarios, if you're always thinking about the wrong way to do things, if you're setting your mind for action in a negative way, then when the time comes, you're not going to behave the way you want to. If in that dress rehearsal of your mind, you're thinking incorrectly. Does that make sense? So like if you're always thinking about, man, if I ever see that guy, I'm going to kick his butt. And then when you finally see that guy, you've been rehearsing your dress rehearsal of your mind. You've been imagining yourself beating him up all this time. What are you going to do when the time actually comes? You're probably not going to do the right thing. Same thing with, if you're always, for you young people, if you're always thinking naughty thoughts, things you could do with your girlfriend, prom night is going to go horribly wrong morally if in your mind you're always rehearsing the wrong ways that things could go. the inappropriate ways that things could go. Does that make sense? If you're always thinking about how you could character assassinate someone, if you're always thinking about, I just wish I could tell the world about they're this and they're that, and you're always tearing people down in your mind. If in the dress rehearsal you're thinking, if you're not thinking rightly, then when game time comes, you're not going to behave rightly. So set your minds to action. And then Philippians 4 says whatever is pure, think upon those things. So think purely. In the dress rehearsal of our minds, let's not think negatively. Let's not think about the wrong way to behave. Let's think about the right way to behave. So set your mind to action and think purely in those moments. So someone once said, practice doesn't make perfect. Perfect practice makes perfect. So once again, in the dress rehearsal of your mind, if you're thinking rightly, then when game time comes, you're going to behave rightly. Let's do that, all right? Love you guys.